motion, exceptional. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn. This feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Toronto taking on the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll start on the ground. ETN, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On second down, ETN once more. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack. On 4th down on his Logan Cook to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one swung out to Williams. 2 yards. Up there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. But you look at this defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Baron Browning
showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's third and 16.
Etienne on the toss right.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Williams going to get it again on second down. 7 yards there and a first down. The Broncos at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, Williams. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
70 Lions. 70 Timberwolves. Panther Street. Panther Street.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
They had no doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He was brought down by Gregory Rousseau. No gain on the play.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. Now that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Snowhawks, nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That his first catch so far. They hold him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On play action, they'll throw. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A gain of 3, last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Snowhawks.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
2nd and 1.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 3.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Past the 20.
Down the right sideline.
And touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Snowhawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
17. Snowhawks 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think he's
got a man, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown.
Marvin Mims,
84 yards.
and the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game.
and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd and 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
Returning it, here's Hamler. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Here we go,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Broncos, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Toronto, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles